Hey everyone. I think it would be strange to try and jump straight into our usual updates without acknowledging the news that we've ended development on Everwild here at Rare. While this didn't directly impact Sea of Thieves, and we're continuing on as we'd planned, our focus as a team and a studio is on supporting our friends and colleagues whose roles are at risk. It's impossible for something like this not to ripple through the studio and affect us all in some way or another, so please bear with us. And on that, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's reached out to check in on us and share their kind words of support. Genuinely, thank you. It really means a lot. Right, let's get into it. So our last update of Season 16 arrives this month and introduces the final voyage for the Reaper's Bones, Followers of the Flame. This new voyage rewards crews with the new Chest of Bones, giving you that on-demand skeleton box of tricks. But be warned, your Reaper's mark is automatically raised while taking on the voyage. Alongside this new voyage, the team have been busy taking on board your feedback and improving the features delivered as part of the season. There's now an Ashen Search for Ancient Secrets voyage, taking crews into the Devil's Roar for higher value rewards. The Search for Ancient Secrets voyage can now be more easily stolen by rival crews, allowing them to nab the Skull of the Banished much earlier. And Skeleton Mercenaries now have icons alongside their names, showing you what they're up to and when they need reviving. With the ability to unseal Reaper's chests in our last update, the team have taken on board the feedback and have now balanced the amount of skeletons that spawn when the chest is being used on the attack. An unsealed Reaper's chest now releases skeletons based on the size of the ship that it's been placed on, giving sloop crews a more manageable wave to deal with when compared to a brig or galleon. When used defensively on board your own ship or anywhere else in the world, it will still release the full force of the Order of Bone and Blade. Also arriving in this update is a rebalance to the Devil's Roar. The goal here is to retain the atmosphere and threat of sailing in this dangerous volcanic region, while addressing some of the common pain points which frustrate players when taking on voyages there. The geysers will now feel less targeted, there'll be more warning ahead of volcano eruptions, and those eruptions now won't last as long. Ships sailing near to erupting volcanoes will now also experience less direct hits, and instead a few more near misses from those hurtling rocks. The team have also addressed the aptly named Touch of Death in this update, so players are no longer able to save a charged stab on the throwing knife when switching weapons. Sorry, while the name was cool, we weren't going to let this one hang around too long. And then finally, to round out this month's update, we've given some love to the health bars, making them much more responsive when taking damage and healing, giving you the information you need quickly during combat. While we've focused on responsiveness here, we've also seen the requests to stop various UI banners from hiding the HUD. While that won't be addressed as part of this update, we'll be looking to provide a slimline option that doesn't cover the health bar and ammo counters for all of the various UI banners. Now, time to share some updates on other things the team is working on. June's update introduced cross-region matchmaking, and through the Fight Nights event and beyond, we've seen this significantly improve the wait times for those diving into Hourglass. While we've made a few tweaks to the region rules in live, we've also seen the requests for a little more control here, especially from those players in more remote regions like the OCE. The team are now working to provide an opt-out for this feature, giving you that control, allowing you to optimise for latency or matchmaking times as you see fit. Next up, our favourite topic, Field of View. I recently shared that we were kicking off work to support this higher FOV, but that didn't stop everyone spamming the comments asking when it was arriving. While it might seem like a simple number change, there's a few areas we need to fix up here before we can fully support 110 with a good quality visual experience. The supporting work for this has now kicked off, but it definitely won't be ready for our July update. We'll aim to get this into Insiders for testing, but we're likely looking at the August-September timeframe for this one. The team have been digging into the issues causing the water desync on console, and are now doing some rework of the system behind the scenes to make this much more consistent. Again, no timelines on this one yet, but we've now got a clear path on how to improve this. And then to round out the experience improvements, the team have seen the growing feedback on challenges controller players are having when accidentally interacting with items on the ship during combat. So there's two things here. First, we're going to be doing some work to split out secondary interact and weapon swap on controller to provide players with more control over their keybinds. And then secondly, the interaction range on the voyages pinned to the mast is going to be made much tighter to avoid accidental use. I've listed a few areas the team are working on here, and we'll be getting these into Insiders testing ahead of future updates. And before we close out this video, in last week's Community Direct, we shared our plans to open up the Insiders program and finally lift the NDA. It's been a long time coming, and I know a lot of you are eager to jump in here and help out. This is the part of the video where I should tell you when we're going to be opening up the program and lifting the NDA. But as I'm recording this, we don't have the exact date locked in. So instead, I'm going to use magic to summon the date here on the screen. Ooh. Now, that date could be today, or it could be sometime in the future. Who really knows? But whatever is written here on the screen is when the Insiders NDA is officially lifted. Right, that's enough excitement for one video. Catch you all next time.